you guys, this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and I wanted to give you some information on why your chart may not resonate for you and why you may have to have your chart professionally done. One of the reasons why your monthly chart may not resonate for you is you could have your ascendant at a late degree. So a quick fix to this is if you're like this person and have your ascendant like at 28 degrees, and you may need to get your chart you may need to read the next sign over. So this person, a lot of the transits, like let's say he's a Leo ascendant, right? For most Leo ascendants, Saturn is transiting their 4th house of home and family, but not this guy. Saturn's transiting his 3rd house of communication. So what you would need to do is read the Virgo horoscope, because the transits may resonate more for you. Okay. So that's just a quick fix as far as, if you have an ascendant that's of a later degree. Now, if you're the other type of person where you have interceptions, these are a little more tricky because, all right, let's say this is your chart. And do you see the ascendant here? It starts out in Pisces and Aries is floating in the middle and it ends in Taurus. Well, this is an interception. It's when that little planet is floating in the middle. If you got one on one side, you definitely have it, here you go, on the other. So you see how it starts out here in Virgo, and then Leo's floating in the middle, and then, here we go, Scorpio, there you go. Scorpio's at the end. So you see how that is? Well, that is an interception. So when we give predictions, and, what's going on, it may not resonate for this person as some of, like, let's say we say, Pisces ascendant, okay? And we say Mercury is going to be going in your 2nd house when it goes into Aries. Now, Mercury's there right now, right? Now, is Mercury going in this person's 2nd house? No, it's still in their 1st house. You see that? Because their 1st house is entailing part of Pisces, part of Aries, and part of Taurus. So, the same thing goes for this interception sign. When Saturn was in part of Virgo, okay, more than a couple years back, and then it went into Libra, okay, it was still in the same house. It was in their 7th house. Now that Saturn's in Scorpio, it's just going into this person's 8th house, okay? So do you see how that is? I'm going to give you another example that's an extreme example. Anne Margaret. Okay, you see this woman's chart? She's an actress. Her chart is very unique because you see how big these interceptions are. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signs in one house. You got one on one side, you automatically have one on the other side. And what this means is when we do predictions, let's say we say, let's say we say Saturn, let's pretend Saturn was in Virgo. Let's just give you an example. And we'll say Saturn, when it goes into Leo, it's going to be going into your next house, and this isn't the 7th house. It's not the case for this person because Saturn going into Virgo, going into Libra, it's going to still be in the 6th house. And then when it goes into Virgo, it's still going to be in the 6th house. You see that? Because it's so big. Okay? Now I'm going to give you another example. Jupiter. We have the Jupiter transit going on. And if we say Jupiter's in this person's ascendant right now in the 1st house, but as we go through, we say June 25th, Jupiter's going to go into Cancer. When it goes into Cancer, it's going to be in this person's 2nd house. But the weird thing is, we could say to this person that, oh, for all Gemini ascendants, Jupiter will be in your, 2nd house. So, but that's not the case for this person because it's going to start out in their 2nd house, but it won't be there the whole year because part of the year it's going to go into the 3rd and then the 4th and then into the 5th house. Do you see that? How Cancer kind of goes through. Here are the houses right here. These are the houses right here. These are the houses. And these are the signs, okay? So do you see how it's hard for me to do this. Transiting Jupiter goes through the signs. It's also, like when it goes to the sign of Cancer, which this is Cancer, this square right here, it's going to hit all these houses. So normally, when, a sign transits, a planet transits a sign, it usually goes into one house or maybe two, but not more than that. People who have huge interceptions, it can be like this. It can hit 3 or 4 houses in 1 year, depending on how fast or slow the planet is. So just keep this in mind. This is why it may not be resonating with you. And if this is the case for your chart, you may need to have your chart done professionally. And if so, you would need to, you could book that on the website, or you can order a monthly chart prediction reading on my website too. That's $30. That just gives you the transits. It's going to tell you, according to your chart, what house everything's going to be hitting and how it would affect you, okay? So if this would interest you, go to my website and book that. And I hope this video was helpful to you, as I know some people are like, oh, I don't like astrology, as every time a prediction comes to pass, it doesn't resonate with me. And my question is always, do you have a late degree of your ascendant, or do you have interception? And my other question to them is, have you ever had your chart done professionally? If the answer is no, that they haven't had it done professionally, then they just don't know. You know, the cookie cutter predictions that we give monthly fit the masses pretty much for the ascendant signs. But, you know, once in a while you get people like this who have this kind of a chart, or who have this kind of a chart, who have interceptions but they're not huge, okay? Or, you know, if you have an ascendant with the late degree, the cure for that is just to read the next sign over. It'll be more accurate as far as transits go. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you, and if you have any questions, please put them below. Thanks again. Bye-bye.